So RJ, I was watching an old press conference of yours, and you were talking about your goal last year was 1,500 yards. You came just a little bit short of that. How much does that burn?
Yeah, that's been my goal since 2021. Before I had tore my ACL, that was my goal going into that season. But things happen. 2022, I was me and Bowser, we were rotating.
Yep.
So, and then 2023, I ended up with 1,416. So I was so close.
84 away.
Yeah.
So one big run.
One big run away. I thought everything happened for a reason, though. So,
well, what is it like to be a back in this offense? Because it seems like when it's going, you can eat.
Yeah, it's great. Coach Gus, like he loves to run the ball. That's our main focus in this offense, run the ball. But yeah, I love getting behind my offensive lineman and just getting yards. It's fun.
So it seems like while you got new faces here, there's a lot of guys back who played huge roles last year. How much have you guys talked amongst yourselves about the way last season went? Because Gus has talked about he's never had a losing season as a head coach before. But you think about it, a couple bounces here or there, that would have been a very different season. You guys aren't that far away.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, it's plenty of games we lost by 1 or 2 points, or that we were in it. Basically all of them I say except for the Kansas game. But yeah, even last year, like I just couldn't believe that we just lost 5 games in a row. Like it was stunning to me because I knew the team that we had. So this year, I'm me and all the older guys, we're just trying to during this offseason make sure that we hold each other accountable and make sure we take everything seriously so we can take that next step.
What are those off-season workouts like with you guys? I mean, do you guys try to tell the young guys, all right, here's how you got to work?
Yeah, definitely. We trying to bring this whole team together, make us all closer. We got transfers and new freshmen, but I feel like everybody is. I feel like right now everybody is getting on the same page.
Yeah. Speaking of transfers, KJ Jefferson comes in to play quarterback. Obviously, he's played a ton. He started 36 games at Arkansas. How's he kind of fit in to the culture here?
Yeah, he's a great guy. I love being around him. I used to watch him play whenever I could see the Arkansas games on TV. I used to watch his game, and he does some amazing stuff on the field. And I know he'll be a big impact on this offense.
So, the first time you see him in person, bigger than you thought?
I knew he was big, but I didn't know he was that big.
Like, he's huge, right?
He's huge.
It's like, how does anyone ever tackle you?
Yeah, it's a few clips of him going against, like, he just bouncing off of linebackers.
Oh, yeah.
Corners, like.
He's bigger than them.
Yeah.
So, all right, I got to ask you, because I'm fascinated by this, the guys who play in these offenses that do the read option. And so I've asked a bunch of quarterbacks about this, and they never really answer the question. I can't tell if they're just trying to keep it a secret or if it's real. And I always say, how do you know when to let the back take it and when to pull it? Like, do you guys talk about that? Do you guys have a signal? Is there like a thing? And the quarterback's like, oh, you just know. All right, I'm going to ask it back now. How do you know?
You just, like they said, you just know.
Really?
I mean, you'll read the end. You see if the end crashing down.
You're both seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know when, most of the time I don't know if he's going to pull it or not because I can see the end. But sometimes I'll be back there and just be like, just hand it off. So I get. So
did you ever have a situation with either John Rice or one of the older quarterbacks where you're ready to clamp down? Oh, you're trying to clamp down and he's trying to pull it away.
Definitely. There have been a few runs, a lot of runs with John just pull it, and I could have got a lot of yards.
Is that the ones where we see you guys run together for like 3 yards? Yeah. And you're just sort of arguing about it? Yeah. Does it ever talk during that? Or?
No, it's just who can pull it. But I trust John. John's an amazing athlete. He's going to make something happen every time.
And KJ's got experience at that.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's what I was wondering is how do you build the chemistry on that, even when you're playing without either without pads or where they can't tackle you guys?
It's just a lot of practice and repetition during before we start every practice, we practice handoffs with the quarterbacks and reads and stuff. So during the games, we'll be fine.
Okay, I'm now satisfied by those quarterbacks' answers because I thought they were just all like there was this like big conspiracy not to tell anybody how this worked. But so it's instinct. That's crazy.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I guess if you see the defensive end crashing on you, you know he's going to pull it.
Yeah, he's going to pull it.
Okay.
I might get hit hard though. But
that's the other part. When you're in the mesh and you see the defensive end coming at you, you know two things. One, I am not getting the ball on this play.
Yeah.
Two, I am getting creamed.
I think it was a Georgia Tech game. I think it was that game. I got crushed. They came out the edge so fast.
And so everybody thinks running back's a glamour position. Not on that play.
Not on that play.
So, how excited are y'all for this group, this team this year?
I'm very excited. I feel like we got talent in every position. I'm excited for the spring. Can't wait to see what everybody can do and see how KJ does and all the other transfers.
And when you think about it, because you said last year it could have gone differently, 5 in a row, but you got it turned around there toward the end.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you know what you have to do now in the Big 12?
Definitely, we got to finish. That's what we lacked last year, finishing. Mm-hmm. That's our main focus this year and throughout the offseason. Make sure we finish.
What was the biggest difference between playing in the American and playing in the Big 12?
Honestly, to me, I didn't feel like it was a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, except probably maybe bigger guys on the offensive line.
On the line of scrimmage, yeah.
But other than that, skill position probably about the same.
There's a lot of fast guys.
Yeah, they're fast, dude.
Big fast guys are harder to find.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, RJ. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Kobe, you're in the middle of off-season workouts. This is the part I think the young guys probably find the most unpleasant. As an old guy, do you appreciate this part a little bit more, or is it still tough?
It's still tough, but at the end of the day, you look back, this is where you really win championships and really, really separate yourself from everybody in the country because everybody's required to do things. It's just what you do, like, on your own time, when you're hurting and when you're tired and when your mind's telling you have nothing else. So it's just really what you do in your own time when nobody's looking to separate you for the season.
Well, I was outside earlier, and one of the younger guys was talking to one of the coaches, and the coach was asking him, okay, so why'd you have to do so many up-downs today? And he said, because my foot wasn't in the right place. I wasn't leading with the correct foot. And the coach said, well, what are you doing about that? How are you fixing that? And that's, people don't think about that stuff when they watch you guys on Saturdays, but how much of just getting that little fine detail right in February changes what happens on Saturday in October.
Right. Attention to detail is just huge. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that you can do, but if you don't do it a certain way, the play might be messed up. If you don't take these right amount of steps, the timing may be also. It's just a lot of things that everybody has to be on the same page about. The coaches want things done a certain way so all things can be on time. And, football is a timing sport from the offensive side of the ball.
So you could be getting ready for the combine right now. You could be getting ready for somebody else's spring practice right now. What brought you back here?
What brought me back here is I started with Gus, and I trust him. So my trust is with him, and I love UCF. I love the fans, and I just love the team. And I just feel like this year my leadership role would be more of a leader, and the team would look up to me this year. So I wanted to come back and be able to lead a team and just lead my team to victory and just reach for the stars this year.
So Gus recruited you to Auburn. You played for him for a year, and then he got let go. What was it like getting back with him?
It was great. It was just great to see him and just see how happy he was for us to just reunite. So when he left, I was really heartbroken. So when I got in the transfer portal, everybody would hit me up, but I really had my mind set from the jump that I wanted to come back and be with him.
Well, that's what KJ wanted to play for him. KJ Jefferson, your new quarterback, but Bo Nix was the quarterback they were taking in that class. So finally that gets to work. But when you see KJ, and you've played in this Gus offense now for a long time, when you see KJ, how perfect is he for this?
Perfect. He's the closest thing that Coach Gus has to Cam Newton, so it's very perfect.
That's exactly right. It's funny because I keep hearing people say, well, KJ mixes like Cam Newton and Nick Marshall. Like, there's no Nick Marshall in KJ. It's the Cam. It's
the all Cam.
Yeah. So this is you. I've heard you talk here and in other press conferences about you don't want to be just a guy. Like you want to be special. You want to be remembered. How important is it that when you leave UCF, that you're remembered here?
Like me, I always felt that I was I always felt that I was more talented, and I felt like I was one of the best people on the field since my freshman year. But like, God has different plans, so I just follow God's process. And I always told myself that I want to be a first rounder when I come out of college, and I want to break records. So I came back this year to achieve all of my personal goals and my team goals. So this year is I'm just reaching for the stars. I'm just trying to break every goal and do everything great and just be one of those guys where they can just go back and remember. I just don't want to be an average guy. I could have left this year and been the average guy to get drafted, and very few people talking about me. I get drafted, I make money, but it's really not about that. It's about being a legend, just leaving your legacy somewhere. That's what I'm all about.
That's a good way to look at it. That's because anybody can be a guy. Well, not anybody can just go play in the NFL. That's what's amazing about this is you're special enough to go play in the NFL right now.
Yes, sir.
But you want to be that guy. You want to be the one everybody's talking about at the combine, the one everybody's talking about going to the draft. And do you feel like after the season y'all had last year that the guys who are coming back kind of understand what they need to do so you don't have the close losses, the kind of one bounce here, one bounce there games?
Exactly. We started, like this morning, we started something called fish drills. Like towards the end, we had just got done. We had team sprints at the end. I'm preaching to the team like, y'all know how it felt last year. It's the fourth quarter. We got to finish. You feel me? A lot of times we didn't finish last year in the fourth quarter when games got tight. So I just need everybody to just step up and just own it. Just take it.
Yeah.
It may hurt in the fourth quarter, but guess what? You got to go out there. You got to finish. You got to be there for your teammates.
I mean, there's two good things about that though, because like when you're telling everybody that and probably telling yourself that too in the middle of sprints, like it can push you, but also you were that close. I would imagine that drives you even more.
Yeah, it drives you a lot because like when you can see the finish, like I can feel the NFL, like I can feel it, like it's just where I'm supposed to be in and just where I'm supposed to be. So I just feel success coming my way. So it just drives me to go even harder. So you feel what I'm saying? So when my time comes, that I can be that guy that nobody wants to miss out on in the draft.
So Gus was saying that even before he got to UCF, even when Josh Heupel was here, like it was a welcoming place for transfers. And I'll ask you, you came during Gus's era, but you came here as a transfer.
Yes, sir.
What is it about this place that makes it easier for transfers to come in and shine?
I mean, it's just a place where everybody gets a fair opportunity, I feel like. And if you're the best person, I feel like you'll be on the field. And I feel like the team, it's a lot of boys who've been here since I got here, and they just loving and just, they my real brothers, you feel what I'm saying? So on Saturday, I'm going to fight my guts out for them. And I just feel like UCF is it's on the up and stone. They'll see this year. We're in the Big 12. I just feel like people want us to win.
Yeah.
People think we're supposed to win because of our roster. We have a good roster.
Yeah.
A lot of kids that real talented. So I feel like we're just taking the stepping stone up and up every year, and this year will be a great year for us.
When they bring in guys, because they brought in, I think, 18 or 19 transfers this year, do you guys who've been here try to say, all right, we've got to make sure these guys feel welcome and challenged and feel like they got an opportunity? Like, is it a conscious thing or is it just a vibe?
It's just a vibe with us. That's just what we do. When people come in, we with open arms, but we also you also have to prove yourself to the team because we don't really care about what you did at your old school. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to come here and prove it to us and our coaches and our fans that you can be one of those guys that we can count on Saturdays.
What's it like when the stadium starts bouncing?
It's crazy. It's crazy. When the stadium is bouncing, it's bouncing.
Kobe, appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples On 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.